What's up, guys? PowerManiac720 here, and today I have for you my top 8 Game 1 against BlitznBurst from the West Hartford Premier Challenge over the weekend. BlitznBurst was the #1 seed. He went 4-0. I just snuck in at 2-2 for the 8th seed. I was one of 2 2-2s to make it, luckily. So I knew I had a tough matchup. I know BlitznBurst is a good player. And he kind of knew my team a little bit because we were talking about it, so he knew my chestnut had Assault Vest. I think I might have mentioned I wrote him with specs, but I don't know. And he said he read my team reports from LCQ, so I assumed that he knew that my Charizard was X. So here's the match. As you see, I end up leading with Charizard and Chestnut, and the reason I did that was because I saw Amoonguss and Lucario in team preview, so I was scared of that lead, so I figured I can ignore Rage Powder with Chestnut and one-hit KO with Charizard if need be. One-hit KO Amoonguss. So turn 1, I kind of expect him to protect because he probably figures that I'm X, and I'm not really too scared of that Gardevoir. So I go for the feint on Garchomp and I Dragon Claw it, and I'm glad he protected because that gives me a completely free turn. I don't have to worry about any Rock Slide flinches. So I go for the feint, break the protect, and then he goes for the Moonblast on my Chestnut, but luckily it has Assault Vest, so I survive it like a champ. And I go for the Dragon Claw and get the easy one-hit KO on Garchomp. Well, not one-hit KO because I hurt him a little bit, but basically one-hit KO. A little bit of rough skin damage, but not a big deal. So he ends up sending out his Gyarados, which sucks because both my Pokemon are physical. My team was pretty much entirely physical, so hurt both of them. He takes out Gardevoir, switches in, I don't know what that, his Rotom Heat. I switch out both my Pokemon, expecting, just because the Intimidate drop, I didn't really like that very much. And so at this point, I'm feeling pretty good about the match because I know that Charizard can one-hit KO Gardevoir. Goes for Thunder Wave on Rotom, which was Charizard. I kind of expected him to protect, expected him to Hydro Pump, so I Volt Switch right out of there with my Rotom Heat or Rotom Wash. He does have a Walking Berry though, unfortunately. However, if I had Thunderbolted, I'm pretty sure I would have picked up the KO because even through Walking Berry, that Volt Switch did a ton of damage. So I Volt Switch out, so now I'm not locked in the Thunderbolt, which is nice, so I can still deal with the Rotom Heat. And I send Charizard back in. So at this point, I'm feeling pretty good about where I'm at. I kind of figured I had a free Dragon Dance. I think I ended up Dragon Dancing. No, let's wait to find out. I don't really remember, to be honest. But I go for the Psyshock on Gyarados' spot, expecting to be Gyarados so I could pick up the KO. But I figured I had 3 Dragon Dance because Gyarados I was going to KO with Psyshock, and Rotom Heat can't do anything to hurt me. Unless I have like HP Ground. Goes for the Thunderbolt on Meowstic. Does a decent amount of damage and paralyzes me, which sucks. So I kind of lose that ability to outspeed things and hit him with Psyshock. So he withdraws Rotom Heat, which I kind of was expecting, just because I know he wants to start shuffling the Intimidate as soon as he can. So I go for the Flare Blitz on Gardevoir's spot, just to get it out of there. And I do believe I end up Psyshocking Gyarados' spot, which ends up working out nicely. So I go for the Psyshock, hit Gyarados, picks up the KO. So now I have a 3-on-1? I have a 4-on-1 at this point. I have all my Pokemon left. So he ends up forfeiting the match, seeing that there's no way out, because I was just going to Dragon Claw and Psyshock him, and if he ends up somehow KOing Charizard, which I don't see happening, I still have Rotom Heat in the back, or Rotom Wash in the back to KO him with Hydro Pump. So that was round 1, a very decisive 4-0. I was really happy with how that went. Thought I had a lot of momentum going into game 2, which you'll see next.